tell me about Arts Alive.
I'd be happy to tell you about Arts Alive. This Arts Alive Festival in Florence in Wilson Park has been going on for over 35 years. We have 100 artists in the park. We also have a gallery exhibit. It runs this weekend in May every year. I think it's the third weekend in May. Is it the third, second? And our artists come from all over the South. We're pleased with the variety that we have. We have sculpture artists and watercolor artists and print artists, and every year we seem to have some people come back that have been here before, but we also have new artists every year. We have a program with emerging artists where we award younger artists that are just coming into their own, so we support them. And the funds that we raise, we use for our endowment, the Kennedy Douglas Art Center Endowment Fund, which provides programs in our local schools and our local libraries to support the arts for our children in the community.
Hello, I'm Sandra Trubin, and I create a lot of colorful things. You can see all of my colorful artworks and handmade crafted items. And I just adore nature and all of the colors that it can provide. That's it.
My name's George Jones Sr. I'm from Florence, Alabama. And as you can see, I make brooms. I've been making brooms for about 40 years. It's been part of my family for 4 generations. And each broom is unique and one-of-a-kind functional piece of art.
I'm Rick Armstrong with Shoreline Art. I make these birds myself. I start by making a pattern, and then from the pattern I lay it onto the PVC pipe, draw it on the pipe, cut the pipe out, then I sand the hard edge where it looks smooth, and then I cut the wax off the pipe where the paint will adhere with a thinner, and then I bend the birds with heat. I have to heat the birds and bend them a certain way, and then I mount them on the stone. I also paint them also. That's kind of the short process of it. Takes a while though.
My name's Susan Diane Hayes, and I'm a photographer from Oklahoma. And I photograph mainly wildlife, and of course we have buffalo and longhorns and elk, and so that's what I spend my time doing, is going out in the wild and photographing the wildlife.
Hello, my name is Maria Hughes, and I'm from Baldwin, Mississippi. So I'm a Mississippi native, and I paint mainly the Mississippi landscape. I do a lot of places that I'm familiar with. This is a painting from the Noxubee Refuge. This painting just happens to be my backyard. And then I also do really funky and crazy abstract pieces. And they're mainly oil on board. So thank you.
All right, so I'm Sky. I'm one of the seniors in UNA's ceramics department. This is our booth here. All the work here, except for this table, is all student work. This table right here is made by our lovely professor, Erin Tennessee Benson. And we have some other pieces from people like Fallon. This is her work, and a good bit of this, I want to say about from here back, is all her work as well. And then here is one of our other classmates' work. She's not here at the moment, but she is a lovely artist. And then on this back part of the table, we have pieces from one of our senior scholars, Miss Jenny. UNA has a really interesting program where older people can do continuing education, and I think it's really amazing that we have a program like that. And then last but not least, this is all my work here at the very front, minus this canister that is also Miss Jenny's. The 3 pieces over here are some of my older work, and then the more watercolor surface here is the style that I've been picking up on recently.
Tell me about your booth.
Okay, hi, my name is Kenneth Smith. I'm a stained glass mosaic artist. I'm from Columbus, Mississippi. My art is the process of mosaics is taking glass, using the glass out of the frames. I take it out to stretch the frames, put the glass back in, and it's ready for, once I caulk and seal it, it's ready for my art. I can do a glass-to-glass glue, where I'll take broken pieces of stained glass and create birds, trees, team logo, special order, abstract, and superheroes. So I got started with this by the way of a guy that I knew that did stained glass, but he did it with lead and copper. My process is glue and grout. And he had gotten sick, so I fed him for Thanksgiving and Christmas, the year that I found out he had gotten sick with developed pancreatic cancer. And in return, he gave me a big old tub of glass and told me to do something with it. So I did my first piece on a nightstand. But I thought how good it would be if people can see the beauty of all the different colors. So I started putting it on in windows and solid wood picture frames, and it took flight from there. Thank you.
Hey, my name is Kenyatta. I live in Belgium. I live in a place called Haverly, Belgium, which is north of Brussels, about 30 minutes. And I come over to the United States to do art shows, and I've been doing this for 49 years. And from this point on, I do mixed media, wood, photographs, silk screens, all types of things like that. And I've been doing quite well these 49 years. And I did a tour in Alabama. This is my first time doing the whole tour in Alabama. So that's where I'm at this point.
Hello, my name is Crystal Villamontes. This work is my husband's, Brian Villamontes. A little bit about us. He is born and raised in St. Louis area. He started drawing at a very young age. Siegfried Reinhardt was one of his big mentors. He started off doing some acrylics, and he moved on to charcoal, color pencil, and pastels. He has naturally always had a knack for capturing a person's feelings and heart, so he does a lot of portrait drawings. And then, so it's all freehand pastel drawings. He does all the drawings and makes every single reproduction himself.
Hey there, I'm Megan Austin with MD Jewelry Design. This is all my work in here. I make serving trays and obviously the jewelry. I dig out the stones from different mines throughout the United States, cut and polish them in my studio, and then create gold and silver settings that show off the stones.
Yeah, so I'm Jeremy Smith. I'm with the Shoals Symphony. I'm the executive director of the Shoals Symphony, and we're here at Arts Alive, just kind of promoting our upcoming season. We've got 6 concerts that we've got going on. The Secret Sisters on September 13th, and then we've got the Planets, the Gustav Holst Planets on October 26th, Holidays on the Silver Screen on December 6th, and then starting in 2027, or 2026 rather, we'll have Mandy Barnett, and then Variations on America, and then we're doing Jurassic Park, which is the full feature film that we're playing with the orchestra, the soundtrack underneath. So it's a really fun season, and you know, we're just here trying to get the word out. So.
Hi, I'm Marty with Marty's Wood and Metal. As you can see, a lot of our art is all made from recycled materials, and I'm on Facebook, Uptown Junk. Jump on there and give me a like. I'm a local from Florence, and always happy to serve.
Okay, I'm Susan Boers with WV3 Designs, and I design custom and one-of-a-kind jewelry using natural materials such as natural semi-precious stones, sterling silver, and copper. And we did all this in memory of my son. He loved natural stones, and so when we lost him, this became a way to share something that he loved with other people, to encourage them and just to get out and enjoy a beautiful atmosphere with some great people. So if you look around, we also do some sun catchers to really catch the light and brighten things up. Anything from that to pendants, earrings, and then cuff bracelets. So if you're out at Arts Alive today, stop by and see us. If you see this later, then you can go to our website, wv3designs.com, and find out where we're going to be at next.
Hi, I'm Melody Davis with Melody Stained Glass. We're here live at the Arts Alive event here in Florence, Alabama. And it's sponsored by the Kennedy Douglas Center. And did y'all know that the Kennedy Douglas Center has a summertime children's art program that takes donations and is supported by the public. And it's for underprivileged children to get exposed to the arts. And they would love your appreciation and any donations that you have. And as you can see, this event has been pretty good for me. We're almost sold out, so come on down.
Hi guys, we are at Arts Alive 2025. We are Catalyst Glass. The artist's name is Fish. My husband John has been blowing glass for 29 years. We have all handmade, hand-blown glass made right here in Florence, Alabama.
Hi, I'm Trina Ross. I am here from Florence, Alabama, in Florence, Alabama. I am a painter of flowers, as you can see. I love flowers, and my goal is to let people walk in and feel a sense of joy and to bring out some of the creation and the beauty of God's creation, who is the greatest artist.
Okay, I'm Ann Cohen, an artist living in Florence, Alabama. As you can see, I enjoy painting in very bright, cheerful colors and with a bit of music. And blah, blah, blah.
Hi, my name is Sarah Scott, and I am a watercolor portrait artist. I'm really inspired by people and the resilience within us, and I like to paint positive affirmations and a lot of nature too, because I'm a nature lover.